it would be really helpful if you didn't add to your space until you've already removed things from your space. That was a mind-blowing revelation for me. I never thought about removing things before I added to that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to show you how you can reset your life for 2023. For resetting your life, it's so much easier if you are able to just break things up into different categories. I like to do this because my mind is always racing a million times a minute, and I am always trying to do a whole bunch of different things at one time, and so it can be very overwhelming to try to calm myself down because I just can't do it. The easiest way for me to get anything done is for me to break things up into categories, and those categories are how I will plan my moves forward. For 2023, I wanted to think about things a little bit different. Last year, I didn't really do a reset. I just kind of jumped into my goals, and I think that was probably where I went wrong. When breaking up into these different categories, I like to focus on my environment as well as my foods, exercise, and also religion. So those are the 4 categories that I'm gonna base my tips on in this video. If you like this type of content, don't forget to hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you here. So my first tip is to really take the time to have a mental release and reflect on the past year. I didn't really do this last year, and I think that was a downfall for me. I'm not saying that I didn't accomplish any goals, but it was more helpful for me to take the time out this year to reflect on what went well, what things I want to change in these specific categories, and how I want to move forward. The reason that I even figured out these categories and how I wanted to choose them is because I've already taken that time to reflect on how 2022 went for me, and those are the things that kind of summed up how I wanted to move forward. And this can be done in many different ways. I prefer journaling and meditation. For me, journaling has just been such a release for me for years. I don't know why I didn't use this as my method to reflect last year, but in general, I like to journal. I find that it's so relaxing to do. It really helps me to clarify what it is that I'm focusing on. I don't necessarily use journaling prompts, but I have had friends who have found that those are really helpful for them. Journaling is definitely helpful if you are someone who is looking to write down your thoughts, but that doesn't work for everyone. And when you're looking to reflect and dive deeper into your thoughts, then maybe meditation is something that's good for you. I know there's methods of people singing or drawing things, and there's no wrong way to do it. As long as you actually do something, that's the most important part. So my second tip for you to reset your life for 2023 is to really declutter and organize your space. The space around you is really a reflection of the space in your head as well. When you have a lot of things around you, things everywhere, just not in their particular place or where they're supposed to be, that can be a reflection of how you feel mentally, and that you may have a lot of things going on in your mind with no place to actually move forward and have a plan to go forward. That can be very overwhelming. And that is how I feel right now. As I'm in this space where I'm trying to get things together and get my life together, I find that I have so many things in so many places and not where I want them to be. So I decided to be proactive about it and take some time off of work. And if you have that flexibility, I would definitely encourage you to do that. I'm really taking this time to organize, throw things away, bring in things that I need. I'm finding that right now I'm looking to minimize my space. Whether that's in your home, your car, wherever you spend the most time, that should be where you're looking to declutter and organize and make things easier for you to find things, but also easier for you to get the little things done. So I got some advice recently from one of my uncles, and he mentioned that it would be really helpful if you didn't add to your space until you've already removed things from your space. That was a mind-blowing revelation for me. I never thought about removing things before I added to that. And really the concept behind it is that you are looking to remove things that didn't serve you to add things that will serve you, whether that's decluttering your closet and not adding new clothes to it until you've already removed what you know you're not gonna wear. That can help you to not feel so overwhelmed by your closet, for example, and you can actually find the clothes that you want to wear rather than trying to go past the things that you already know you don't want. The mental clarity that comes from decluttering your space is just amazing. And if you're looking to have that type of mental clarity, I definitely suggest doing this tip. So my third tip to help you reset in 2023 is to have a plan when it comes to moving every day. I prefer moving in the gym, whether that's being on the treadmill or lifting weights. I'm a fan of it all, but there are home workouts, of course, if that's not a preference for you, that you can do as well, just as long as you're moving. And I like to go to the gym 6 days a week. Preferably, if it was warmer outside, I would spend more time walking outside or going for a run outside. But right now, that's not really an option because it's too cold outside for me right now. So instead, I'm going to the gym on those days just to make sure that I'm moving. On my rest day, I like to still move, but that just involves me doing light stretching, maybe going for a walk outside if it's warm enough, but either way, I'm still moving. So my fourth tip to help you reset your life for 2023 is to prioritize healthy eating. Remove the things that are generally against your health goals. That can be soda, chips, cookies, anything that is not serving your body. That is what you should not have in your kitchen. I find it easier to have a healthier kitchen if I don't have things that are tempting for me. Once I've removed everything that is not serving me as far as my pantry and my kitchen, then I like to do a nice refresh and add the things that are really serving me and are healthy for me. That would be adding types of fresh fruit, oatmeal, those foods that I know I really like to have, especially this time of year where I want things that are warm. So like soups, all of those things are really, really good for me. And I want to make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward by having more of those things available to me rather than me having to fight past the temptation of some chips in order for me to hit those goals. When you're prioritizing healthy eating, it also really helps to have a plan when it comes to your cooking as well as grocery shopping. I find that grocery shopping in a healthful way and being really strategic about it helps me not only to save money, but it also helps me to know the exact foods that I'm gonna have for that week. And when it comes to your kitchen, you don't have to be so strict that you don't have anything sweet or anything salty. It's more so making sure that you are able to portion control those things so you don't go crazy. So my next tip for you to reset your life for 2023 is to make a vision board. 2022 was the first year that I made a vision board that was digital, and it's definitely been a game changer. Having it as a wallpaper using Canva and Pinterest, using Pinterest to get the photos and then Canva to make a collage of how I wanted it to be and saving it as my wallpaper has been a constant reminder of my goals. I've loved having that, and I've suggested that to so many people that you have a wallpaper that's digital so you can easily use it, especially if you are a person that's on your laptop basically every day. It's a constant reminder of your goals and where you're trying to go. So leaning into having a vision board, you want to make sure that you have goals that align with your vision. I love having the vision board because it's the first step for me, at least. And then from the vision board, it's the goals that I am making to achieve that vision. My vision board tends to be an annual thing, but I like having quarterly goals that help to support that overall goal. Quarterly goals have been more helpful for me than annual goals. I found that when I had annual goals, they were way too vague. They didn't really give me the direction that I was looking for, and I found myself basically forgetting about them by the time the second quarter rolled around. So now I'm using quarterly goals and monthly goals to help set things in a more strategic fashion. This is the first time I'm doing this though. I will definitely keep you posted about how that goes. And I'm also thinking about doing monthly resets on my channel. If that's something that you'd be interested in, definitely leave a comment below as well as give this video a thumbs up. For my vision board as well as my goals for 2023, it's definitely to be more lean. And so that's lean in the things that I own as well as lean physically. I haven't really decided how physically I want to look, but I know that I want to lose body fat. And so in order for me to lose body fat, then that means that I'm trying to be more lean. And I'm also looking into minimalism and how I can make the things that I have be more effective and be more useful rather than me having a whole bunch of things. But I'm still working on that, so don't quote me on that one. If you're looking to know more about the resets and routines that I have, then you'll definitely want to check out this playlist here. Leave a comment below about how you're looking to reset your life for 2023, as well as let me know if there's any of the tips that I've listed that you're gonna use. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.